Hey, good morning, guys. John Stevenson over in Hollister, Missouri. Just want to bring you a little short update on what's happening. What is this? This is the 11th of October. Uh, it's a Monday, and we're starting off the week ripping and roaring. I want to let you know that there's going to be a Go Founders on Passive seminar at 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And this is an opportunity for you to listen to the leaders talk to you about what's happening within the company, where they're headed, what's going on, and the things you need to understand in order to make yourself feel better. I will say this: it's when I first started listening to the conference calls, which wasn't all that long ago. I didn't understand a lot of things that they were saying, so I wasn't comfortable. Now, this is the problem with this industry is in this particular case, this is our product is a software product. You can't hold it in your hands, you can't feel it, you can't weigh it, you can't see it. Uh, so in your mind's having a hard time saying, "What? Why am I doing all of this?" Well, you're doing all of this because there's a great opportunity here for wealth. I mean, a great opportunity. So and along with wealth comes the opportunity to be able to surrender part of that earnings to other people that cannot afford to get by. This is a tough world we're living in right now, especially under the conditions we're in. There's a lot of people out there that are financially hurting. If you think not, you just ask yourself, what did I pay for gasoline a year ago? How much am I paying today to buy gasoline? And it's totally out of control, guys. There's a lot of things that need to be corrected here within our own government before we're going to possibly get this thing back into shape and into a controlled area. But you're gonna, if you attend this, if you go to this seminar, and you've got to be a founder to do this, by the way, this isn't open to the public. We will have open to the public seminars going on later on this week, and I'll be announcing when they're going to be. But this one today at 2 o'clock is basically for founders only. And you've got to be able to, you will have had to already join, and you will have had to sign a not to compete clause. Very important. People laugh at it and they say, "Oh, I've never had to sign anything like that before," and that's not true. You certainly have, but the difference has been you usually had to go to the bottom of a page someplace and just check a box. They didn't make any difference if you read the 15 columns of print or not. The main thing was there a check inside the box? Well, that works under certain conditions. But if you want to have something stronger, you get a signature. Because what we're talking about is written agreements here. And the agreements work both ways. The agreement's there to protect you, and it's also there to protect the company. Because what's happening is once you join this organization and you become a founder, you are a business partner. And Ash, the CEO of the company, looks upon you the same way he looks upon his whole family. You know, he's got your back no matter what, and he expects the same out of you. He expects you to protect the company no matter what the situation is. So that's the reason we have to do the things we do, and it's the very reason why we hold seminars in order to get you knowledgeable enough so that you can stand on your own without having any difficulty. You do that by getting into your back office and start studying the things that are back there. There's a whole lot of very valuable information there, but you can't get there until you once join the organization. So we need your commitment. You know, you're gonna you're gonna fork out $97 and another $5 for the bankers in order to process the credit card. And then along about whenever we go public with this, for other words, whenever the launch takes place, which is coming up probably pretty quick, uh, there'll be another contribution you'll have to make of another 200 to 200. I'm going to say somewhere between $200 and $300. The number hasn't been established right now because Ash is waiting to see if we can keep it as low as possible. He realizes how money's tight on most families. So, uh, and that's it. There is no more. There's no auto ships. There's no selling. There's no recruiting. There's no quotas. It's not. It's not what you're used to. Let's say it to you that way. This is more or less like taking a look at a company, finding out that if it was a public company, it'd be on the NASDAQ, say, and taking a look at what that stock value is. And then if you decided you could buy some of that stock, you would buy it. And that's what you're doing here, basically, except the only difference is we're not public. And I doubt if we'll ever be public because Ash has got a real, he's a young man in his early 40s, and he's good for, he's good for another 10, 15 years for sure. So he's gonna want to do his thing and build it as best he can, as careful as he can, and as big as he can. So uh, also want to let you know that on now this is Mondays today, Tuesday tomorrow. You got Pastor Steve Beauvais. He's my sponsor, and Pastor Steve is going to be doing a training call. Now it's for reps only. This is not a corporate call. Corporate has no say so on what gets said and how it gets said. It's a roundtable open discussion done in a Zoom form. You're welcome to come. This one's open to anybody. Uh, what's going to happen is you're going to hear. There's about 7 of us that have had a lot of experience in building organizations and making money from home. And the greatest thing you can do is surround yourself with people that have already been down that road before, because they can guide you and help you and protect you and keep you alive during the growth stages. And the growth stages will come quickly, but they do come with effort, and that's where you have to be able to, get involved, do your listen to your seminars, take your notes, start to learn what's going on, and learn how to stay out of trouble. That's the most important thing. So anyhow, that's going to happen Tuesday, and he does it at noontime. That's noon Eastern. Uh, does a great job. Tremendously talented individual. So I hope you can call in and listen in. And by the way, you can ask questions. You get a chance to shoot it out there. And there's no question that's a silly question, because we all have a starting point. And all we're going to do is try to figure out where your starting point is at and what you need to understand before you can progressively move forward. Uh, Later on in the week, we'll have more announcements about more things coming up. And in the meantime, you guys take care and God bless. Bye bye.